was gonna do what you did, Maggie. I don't blame you, really. See, when it comes to me, promise or not, it's just a matter of time before you make the same call. I ain't gonna give you a chance to do that. I'm gonna be on my own way.
Where's Negan?
Left. I'm coming back here. Here you go. Just take one.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Drill here.
And I'm Josh. And guys, The Walking Dead, Negan, did we truly see the last of Negan?
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. Episode 9 was a great way, no other way to describe it, but no other way was an amazing episode.
It really was.
What a way to bring back a part 2.
Yeah.
Like, insane. It was interesting, though, when you saw Negan with Maggie, the interactions with them, Negan gave his side. He's like, look, we should just bounce. We should get the food. We should just get out of here, right? And then when, Maggie asked him, like, Negan, what do you want to do? Like, she asked him, like, his opinion. He was like, you already know what I think, right? And then when Maggie went to go kill the other Reapers and try to kill Leah, you just saw him look. You saw the look on his face like, yeah, she's about to go past a point of no return. She's about to just execute these people, and like,
I think that was truly a moment where he finally saw, like, I think look, it's always in the back of his mind that Maggie could take him out at any moment.
And that speech that he gave.
Yeah. And I think that truly, flipped the switch for him that, like, look, I'm not going to make it here. I'm not going to survive with this woman. I'm not going to survive.
Yeah. The speech that he had at the end of the episode after Maggie was burying Alden, I mean, he kind of, it was sad because Negan mentioned in that church that, we're basically leaving him here to die. You're going to make these decisions. They're hard decisions. He's kind of telling her, like, look, I'm not trying to compare what I did to what you're doing, but there's similarities. I made choices to protect my family. Those were brutal choices. Yes, I did kill your husband in those choices, but the overall choices as a leader you have to make. And
one of my most powerful scenes that I really enjoyed between Maggie and Negan was where Negan talked about the outpost. Mm-hmm. And he said to Maggie, those people had wives, those people had children's, girlfriends, and they looked to their leader to explain why they couldn't be protected. Mm-hmm. And then, Maggie shoots back with, well, we didn't kill any children. And then he looks at Maggie and says, well, how do you explain Gracie?
Or she
or
actually,
Sophie or something.
She said
like
there
that.
weren't any children in there, but
correct.
That's when he said,
yeah. And it was a powerful scene because we all saw that. We all knew that like you could make an argument that Rick's group was the evil one because they started it. And that was a scene where Negan flat out told Maggie. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to see Maggie making kind of the similar decisions that Negan was.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, she's doing what she could have done was try to get in, try to get the food, and try to get out. No, she wanted this revenge. Also with Elijah as well, because, Carver killed his sister. So Maggie wanted to just basically say, look, I want to get this Reaper story done. So do we. Let's just get rid of the Reapers.
But I understand her side of things, right?
Oh, for sure, because Meridian
was a group that wiped them out in Meridian.
Exactly, for no reason.
And
they just wanted it.
It was a group that wanted to wipe them out now. Mm-hmm. So I completely see Magan.
Ooh, Maggie and Negan.
I completely see Maggie's choice as to wiping them out. But just to go back to the Negan stuff, though, like we saw Negan kind of go off on his own and almost do this same thing.
Yeah,
last season?
It was last season, yeah. It wasn't great just because he had that stupid kid with him, was Brandon, I think his name was, can't remember his name now, who brought like another version of Lucille with him, and that forced Negan to really see himself as like, yeah, I'm not this guy anymore. I can't be this old Negan.
And he
that I
hasn't
used to
been the
be.
same since.
And he hasn't been the same since, which is great. He's trying to help. He wants to give his opinion. He wants to be honest. That's what I loved with the beginning of season 11 was, he's really honest. Like in the first couple episodes with the Reapers, like he's honest with them. He will tell them the truth. Even if it sounds like he's being an asshole, he's just telling you straight up, like, me being who I was, I know how to deal with enemies. I know how, certain tactics are being done or use my tactics.
He's brutally honest.
He's brutally honest.
Like when he said to Maggie, if I had to do it all over again, I would have killed you all.
And he would have.
Absolutely.
He absolutely would have. You can't deny it. He would have killed them all.
He should. He says he should have, and he would have.
Yeah, he would have.
But
things are different. But that speech at the end of the episode, man, before he left, I mean, it made you think, like, are you seriously about to beat her to death? Like, what is going to happen? Because in a way, he wanted to make you think that way, because he's like, look, I know that you still want to kill me. And if you ever had the chance, you still may want to do it. And I'm not going to let you do this to me, And he was probably deciding right then and there, do I kill her? Do I really kill her? After everything I've done to her, killing her husband, everything I've done, do I really kill Maggie? No, he's not going to, but he's just going to bounce out now.
Yeah.
And is this the last we see Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Is this the last we see him in this part?
Probably.
Think so?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for them to live together or in harmony? What is it going to take? I've always said this. I've always said that it would almost take him saving Herschel's life. But then now I think about it, is that even enough? No.
He's already saved Judith. I mean, he's done so much for them.
But he hasn't done... Yes, he's done enough. Yes, he's helped Maggie. I think he's even saved her life a couple times.
Yeah. Except for the first episode where he left her.
Yeah, and he's almost killed her a couple times too.
Yeah.
But does it take him saving Maggie's child? Would that even be enough? Like, that's the only thing that I could think of that he has left to do.
Yeah, I mean, well, even this last episode, you can kind of see that the trust is kind of building with Negan a bit. I'm kind of thinking that, in a way, I'm kind of thinking what they might do, kind of similar to the source material. I hope they don't do it, but if they did, I'd be fine if Negan like lives on his own
in solitary,
and then has maybe people come in and check up on him. You know what I mean? Because actually, when Lydia heard that he was gone, she looked very shaken.
Yeah,
she looked sad because they had a lot of bonding moments together. Yes, he killed her mother.
Does Lydia take Carl's storyline? Meaning
part of it, like
dropping supplies off for him, maybe in solitary.
I could see that. I could see maybe Lydia going, if she could, going and like staying with him in a sense. But have Carol or Daryl every once in a while bring supplies, or just people coming in to check in on him, bring him food and things like that. I could see them doing that, which would be similar to kind of similar to the comics, but not really. They did do that. They dropped food on him, but he was never around to see them. It
was always Carl too.
Yeah, he just drops them at the door and then that's it. But I can see them doing that. Would I want it to be that way?
Not really.
But I don't think, if they really want to throw something crazy, put him in the Commonwealth, dude.
Yeah, there's just other than putting him in the Commonwealth, there's really not too much more story they can do for Negan. So it almost does make sense that he goes into solitary.
Yeah, his story is pretty much all being made up by the writers, and I'm sure they probably talked to Robert Kirkman of maybe ideas that he had and kind of maybe threw some stuff in there. But solitary, I think for now is fine. Won't see him. I think I agree with you. We probably won't see him in the remaining second part because it's going to be very heavy Commonwealth stuff.
It's going to be very heavy.
Unless they go to him and be like, hey, we need help. Like, this Commonwealth people, they're really weird. We need your insight of their thinking. Negan steps, like, imagine Negan talking to Pamela Milton
Gotta wear that leather jacket.
and Hornsby, dude.
Gotta wear the leather jacket.
No more leather jacket. He's done with it.
No, come
more.
on.
It's like, yeah, I'd love it too, but he's
No,
done
you can't
with
have
it.
a Negan without a leather jacket.
Do you remember,
sorry.
You remember the episode? What episode? It was early. What episode was it? It was it late season 10 or no? It was late season 10 in the bonus episode when Maggie returned.
And he's wearing it.
And he's wearing it.
That's. I think if you go back to our reaction,
Yeah.
we were saying, "Why are you wearing the jacket?" in front of her?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like all you need is a scarf and a freaking bat.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no more leather jacket. I'm done with it. I think he's done with it too.
I'm not.
No.
Get another bat.
Get another bat. Well, he tried to in his solitary. He did build another one, and then he burnt it and said, "No, I'm done with it." So, guys, yeah, it's interesting. That scene was very powerful. He's going on his own, and everyone seems to be fine with it. It was like, "Where's Negan?" Oh, Daryl's like, "Oh, he went. He's never coming back."
Could you see a scene where they need him and Maggie goes to get him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That would be sweet.
yeah. That's kind of what I mentioned before too. Is like maybe he's on solitary for a little bit, maybe this part, and then something either happening at Alexandria or something either regarding the Commonwealth or something else to go grab him.
The Daryl stuff that we saw, and I know we have a video coming up on that. Maggie goes and gets Negan at that point.
Ah, yeah. Come to Hilltop. Help us out. After you did help burn it down. But hey, you were playing the part.
Saved a lot of people.
Carol told you, Maggie, he was playing the part. He wasn't the only one. He fired one arrow.
Burned the mansion down.
You can't burn it down with one fire arrow.
You can.
Well, you could, but yeah, guys, we're super excited though. I mean, we've always struggled with what they're going to do with Negan just per the source material, because this Commonwealth arc, Negan wasn't around. He was in solitary. That's how he was.
Yep.
And there was nothing else for Negan. The only cool stuff that came after was, if you haven't picked it up, there is a story called Negan Lives, and that is information, the story of Negan kind of after the Commonwealth arc and in between that time. So it was a really cool story. Robert Kirkman may expand on it. We're not sure, but he has mentioned he could do some more Negan stuff down the road. But let us know your thoughts. Do you think Negan will be gone this part and return in part 3? What other stories do you think Negan may have? Do you think he'll just be in solitary and they'll come and check up on him every once in a while, and that's it for Negan? It would be interesting kind of what Jeffrey Dean Morgan's ideas to the writer, to AMC, are about his character. Like, does he say, yeah, I'm good with Negan being in solitary for now, and then maybe get me back in for something else?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I
I mean, we know Jeffrey Dean Morgan loves Negan. He always wants to be in on it, but I know he knows the source material hands down as well.
He does,
So-
and I think that he respects a good story too. So I would see him perfectly fine with hanging up the jacket.
The jacket. Yeah. One final time. We got to see him one final time. Maybe Carol brings in some cookies. One final time. Like every character comes to his house and says, like, you know, says they're in their way goodbye to Negan, and we'll check up on you every once in a while, you know, like that'd be kind of cool.
It'd be cool because I've always enjoyed, especially him and Father Gabriel.
Yeah.
That interaction is awesome.
But there's one final person when he opens the door that I would love for him to see.
Dwight,
Well, Dwight and
Sherry.
Rick Grimes.
Oh, of course.
Imagine
dude.
Negan opening his door and sees Rick at the door. That'd be interesting.
It would be very interesting. But it's just like all the previous scenes they had with each other about Rick building a new world are now out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Rick would be like, so how you doing here? I'm fine, Rick. How you been?
you do this to anyone.
It's been 8 years. How you been? And yeah, actually, we'll mention that in the next video. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. And we will see you in the next video. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're out.